Just got these ones done. Chopped them this morning and tacked them up. It was very, very hard to get them close to being the same as far as this distance from the bottom up, that distance, everything, you know, that way. But I got them close, so hopefully it'll work. At some point, I want to get those magnets that you see guys on YouTube and other people use who weld and fabricate. They have two magnets, one here and one about there, and then they flex and everything, so you can make it so it could hold this in place, which would have been super handy. Trying to hold this, measure it, see if it's level, and tack it at the same time. You need to be like an octopus or something. This thing seems to be turning out okay so far. I took a little bit of a break for lunch, but I came back down and cut that vertical piece with this chop saw, and believe it or not, that is more accurate, more powerful, more accurate than a small little chop saw for wood. That's a Cobalt brand, and I had bought a Diablo blade, a metal cutting blade to toss on it. Figured it'd be a lot easier, you know, with the quick adjustment and everything, and set my angles, because I knew I'd be going back and forth from straight to 45, straight to 45. But after I came back down from lunch, I started cutting that vertical piece, and it started sparking, and then it stopped. So that's junk now, along with that Harbor Freight one. So this one I borrowed from a friend the other day after that one died. And I've used these before. These are awesome saws. Has a brand new blade on it from Home Depot. And it cuts through everything like butter, because it's meant to. So anyway, got the vertical piece up. Looks pretty good. I didn't trust the, after looking at it afterwards, I didn't trust the 45s from this. I had to come back and take a grinder and buzz off the top of this and everything, just so that it would, just so I could get my uprights to be straight up and down. And this is where I'm going to stop for tonight. Or today, rather. Got the uprights tacked into place. My welds didn't really come out the best on this, but I wanted to throw some strength in these before I started messing with these some more. I'm hoping the side will stay on for the time being. But hopefully in a couple days I'll be coming back down here and messing with it again. Looks kind of wild as it is. I had the hood on before, and with just this side on, it looked pretty good. It's kind of, I don't know, looks okay. The only thing is, which I debated before, I almost decided to weld this to a plate that was bolted to this plate here, so that these could be removable. So I could always keep the, you know, the new front bumper brace on and everything. But I think what I'm gonna do, well, obviously now, up here, let's see here, where'd those pieces go? I'm gonna come around on this on 3 sides, and that's where I'll put my through pin, and the other piece go? So kind of think of it. My pivot's gonna be right here. I haven't decided if I'm gonna come straight off and then angle down to the bucket, or if I'm just gonna go, you know, what's the steepest angle I can go like this with these plates, and maybe go straight down to the bucket. I don't know. I haven't got to that point yet, so all I want to do is get these plates on or mock them up and kind of pop holes in them. Finish, you know, if I'm happy with this, finish welding these up that side too. I ended up going, so I measured this from point to point, about 7 inches or so, and then from point right here all the way up to the top is 20. Is it 20 or just a hair under 20 inches it came out to be? And I almost went 18 inches on these with, I was kind of calculating a 3-inch piece of plate for the pivot point. But I decided to go higher because if I wanted to, I can chop these and go lower. I want it high enough to where, granted, I hope I'll be able to, you know, lift some, you know, some stuff that's got a little bit of weight to it, but nothing crazy. My goal with it was if I had something in the back of the truck I had to get out, I could put the, you know, rest this right on the tailgate or reach into the back of the truck with it and, you know, take it out. Looking at it now, which is a nice visual, I want to go, I think I said it in one of my last videos, go from here, you know, with a piece of maybe 3/4 inch box or something like that, go from the upright down, and then figure out something with this. Come out straight and be able to tie in up there just for added strength, because I'm really worried about strength. I mean, this stuff's kind of heavy stuff, and that bucket, kind of a heavy bucket. You throw some, you know, dirt, stone, whatever in it, it's gonna be a lot of weight hanging out, you know, way out in front of the machine. I've got a weight, or I'm going to be building a weight box for the back to slide into the receiver hitch. It's a 25mm ammo can. I'm going to just get a piece of, or actually use some of that 2x2, and just with some angle iron make a little holder for the ammo can. You fill it with stone or sand or something like that, just for more ballast weight. But it's looking good. I'm getting excited. I'm looking forward to, you know, kind of getting it all mocked up and everything, with the bucket in front of it on the floor, with the boom pieces on and everything, and then I can start kind of measuring to see what I need for actuators, and then come up with a way to mount those and wire them up, for that matter, too. So this is what she looks like for now. I finally got this guy all done. Carburetor came in yesterday. What this machine was doing was, whenever it was on an incline, whether if you rocked it back like that or we're going downhill with it, it would start cutting out and sputter and die, or want to die. And when I had it here, I had it running outside, warming it up to change the oil. It kept running worse and worse and worse. Turned out the carburetor, I think the float, needle and seat were all messed up, because it kept dumping fuel out whenever you tip it. You know, just slightly, the slightest bit of angle, it'd start dumping gas out. Threw new carb on it, runs beautiful. Got it all serviced up for the guy. I'm going to turn this off for tonight. And Yeah, I didn't realize that these Troy-Bilts, the older ones, they have a peerless transmission in them. It's not like your other snowblowers out there today. It's just a rubber wheel and a friction disc. This actually has a real transmission in it. Something you'd see probably on like a walk behind, commercial walk behind. Got 3 speeds in reverse, neutral. That was pretty cool. So anyway, that's it for today, probably for a couple days. Like I said, if I'm happy with it, I gotta put the hood back on. I want to see what the height looks like. If it looks too stupid, you know, because there's gonna be another 3-ish inches or so of a plate for the 3 sides of this. So if it looks too high, it looks too stupid, I might chop them down a couple inches or so, but we'll see. But finish welding that, finish welding that, finish welding that, and at some point I gotta take this whole thing off and get to the underside welds and everything and weld it up really good and strong. But I'll update you guys the next time I work on it, and please subscribe and like. I'm gonna try and build this channel a little bit, just on this build stuff, and maybe if you're interested in some of the small engine stuff, like I said, I do it on the side, or if I do any updates on the off-road mower, which is buried over there. Like I said, once this is done, one of my other projects is I bought a new Fisher EZV plow for the half-ton, just came out this year, and I want to design wings for it to take it from 7.5 foot to 9 foot. So that's another project, whether it gets done this winter or over the summer. I'm going to take you guys along for the ride with it. So if you like it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.